right, let's talk about another issue of the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. This is issue 6, and it's titled Club Nightmare. In it, Marion makes her grand return. She's taken the money she's gotten from the whole Ark expedition and basically is trying to open up a nightclub in New York, to sort of replace the bar she lost in Nepal. Um, and there's a local gangster that's out to get her, and there's also possibly a, an artifact fencing racket going on, and of course Indy's getting involved in helping Marion out. What did I think of this issue? It's okay. It's weird. So Marion's in this, but Indian and Marion aren't lovers really in this. They're not together. He's just doing this because he feels bad for burning down her establishment in Nepal. So he's kind of helping her out, figuring things out, and he's like invested in it, which is interesting. He just wants to do right by Marion. Indian Marion's relationship is a fascinating mess in toxicity. They're just, for her being the love of his life, it sure didn't seem that way. I'm That's always been a weird one to me with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, with George Lucas deciding that Marion was the one. And he kind of decided it, I mean, obviously after this. The fact they brought Marion back is genuinely shocking. I didn't expect to ever see her again in the Further Adventures comics, but she's kind of a mainstay in these. She's in most of them. So it's kind of interesting. They clearly haven't been together in a little while. Like, I think they probably broke up right after the end of Raiders. Because all the previous adventures that we've gone through are right after Raiders. So, and he's had like at least one fling. Indy's had one fling since then, so they're not together. Um, and we know by the time Great Circle happens, they're like permanently done. Although not, because they get back together at the end of Crystal Skull. Spoilers for a film that came out in 2008. But yeah, no, they're incredibly dysfunctional. But I do like their dynamic. They are fun to read together, but they aren't dating. And I do look forward to seeing them in more stuff. What would I rate this one? It's probably about 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's fun. It's not very Indiana Jones. It's more young Indiana Jones, and I'm not too keen on that. It's just like, it just reads as like a meh episode of Young Indiana Jones Chronicles at times. Uh, but it's not terrible. You could read and get something out of it. There are better issues of this series. I'm just saying. And I like that this wasn't dragged out for 2 issues, so that is a positive. This is enough material for just one comic book issue. So you don't need to drag it out 2, or God forbid, like a 4-issue arc. Ugh, that would have been pretty tedious. So, anyway, have a nice day.